meaning 2013, 14, and 2015. One office visit per each of those years that has a recorded weight and blood pressure. Insurance companies will not allow just a vital sign flow sheet. It has to be attached to an actual office visit. So if your doctor sends over just a flow sheet, I will be contacting them and letting them know I have to have office visit notes. And it's not 5 years, it is 3 years. And I do not need every single document from every single doctor you've ever seen your whole entire life for those 5 years. One doctor will suffice. You don't have to hit up every doctor you've ever seen. Literally, they're just looking for kind of like a weight history for 2013, 14, 15. One visit per year. If you skipped a year, go back an extra year. So every single patient here today will have to have a current thyroid stimulating hormone. Most physicians perform those on an annual basis. So most of you will have it and not have to ask for it specifically. They can be up to a year before surgery. They don't have to be like, done the day before surgery. So we do accept those a year before surgery. The HbA1c is only required if you have diabetes. If you do not have diabetes or your physician's not concerned about that, you do not have to get that blood test. And the H. pylori would be something no physician would ever test for. It's kind of specific to GI or what we're doing here. It's only required if you are having the gastric bypass. If you are going to be doing the sleeve, we actually do a preoperative EGD, so we can get that during that procedure. If you don't know what surgery you're having, don't sweat it. It's a very easy test to order, and we can get that towards the very end of everything. But we just have to find out. If you have it, we do have to treat you for it before surgery, and it's a 2-week antibiotic and PPI, so good times. Otherwise, most insurance do request a letter from your primary care physician. The very next page is an example letter. Easiest thing to do is take a copy of this letter, give it to your physician, and normally it goes pretty good from there. Once in a while, I will get Mrs. Doe. But no, that's the easiest thing to do is just give them a copy of this letter, and really haven't had any problems with that. And then anything else would be specifically brought up to you by Dr. Harris or myself individually. Some patients do require a weight loss program, and I normally go over that on the phone with you the first time you called up here to let you know what's required with a weight loss program. If you're Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, it is not required. Pretty much every other insurance company actually does require some type of a weight loss program, and they're very specific. So if you have questions about that, in between this discussion and seeing Dr. Harris, I'll be around today. You can just ask to talk to me, or I can try to pop in if you're in a room before he comes in and sees you. Does anybody have any questions regarding that information? And the next page is the bariatric support group. It's held over at the hospital. It is the second Monday of every month, unless it falls on a holiday, but I don't think that happens very often. So, second Monday of every month, 6 to 7 o'clock, it never changes. If you go to a support group and they say that they're having it on the first Monday, don't listen to them. It's also in the auditorium. I think probably everybody here received the new information. They had recently changed the location, so if you get home and it doesn't say auditorium, just write auditorium, because otherwise it was in the basement and you'll be sitting there and you'll hear crickets and wonder why nobody else is showing up. It's because they're upstairs. So it is in the auditorium. That actually happened. There were 2 patients after they had changed the location and no longer put a sign up downstairs. they were sitting there for quite a while, so they realized, something's weird. Next page is,
Sorry, these are required meetings.
We, some insurance companies for the support group, some insurance companies actually do require one, and we ask our patients to go to at least one support group meeting before surgery. It's pretty cool, actually, informational, and it's a good source of information from other patients who were either going through the same process or have already had it done. And so it's a good time to get all the gossip too.
Yeah.
So, it's actually, and they do some interesting meetings. It changes on a month-to-month basis. Like if there's a presenter there, or sometimes they have like some samples of like bariatric supplements and stuff. So they're pretty cool.
Okay.
So, and then Kim Joyner, who is head of bariatrics at Brittany Hanover, she runs the groups. So, and you'll, if you have surgery, definitely be meeting her. Request for medical records. At least sign it and turn it in if you haven't done so already. That way, during the process, if I need to obtain something from your physician, I'm able to get that information without having to send you another one of these and fill it out and fax it back and send it out, and so we have it on file. The financial policy I do want to bring up because we do have problems once in a while. I say this every single meeting. Bariatric surgery is what we call elective surgery, meaning you're not going in through the emergency room having life-saving surgery, although bariatric surgery in some cases is life-saving. However, it's a planned procedure. So the financial policy is that once your surgery is scheduled about a week before surgery, both our office accounts department and the hospital financial department will be contacting you to ask for the dreaded money prior to surgery, which would be however your insurance policy works, co-pays, deductibles, out-of-pockets. So if you're not very familiar with your insurance policy and how that works, you can call them up. The other thing, too, is some insurance companies change the end of the calendar year. Some people change in the middle of the year. If you don't know how your insurance policy works, just contact them because, unfortunately, our accounts receivable department once in a while has an angry patient because they just weren't prepared for whatever their upfront cost would have been, and nobody likes giving up money, so just to try to avoid any bad situations.
So you said that's about a week before surgery?
Yeah. Once we have your surgery approved and you're on the schedule, they will call you approximately a week before surgery.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and hopefully everybody has contacted their insurance just to verify that they do have coverage for bariatric surgery. Anybody have questions, concerns, issues?